What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Thank you guys again for joining us for another video. I do apologize again for there being such a delay, if there is a delay. I'm actually going to be catching a flight today at LAX. I'm going to be flying over to Spain, so I'm going to be making a lot of videos trading overseas. So it's going to be like a travel and trade series. I'm not too sure if you guys are aware of that, but I've been talking a little bit about that. But I wanted to make this video just because of the recent video that I talked about of Robinhood being the worst brokerage company that I've ever worked with. There was a lot of feedback that I've received, and pretty much let me talk to you guys a little bit about what was going on. I started this Robinhood challenge. It was this Robinhood $1,000 challenge. I wanted people with less than $25,000 and those that are getting into trading to have a platform that they don't have to worry too much about the commissions, especially when starting off. You don't have a lot of money, especially for a majority of the people that start off with the $1,000 challenge. So that's why we started with a minimum amount of $1,000, but people start with all different sorts of money, and we wanted to make sure that we keep the cost low. How do we do that? Well, Robinhood seemed to be the ideal platform for that. One of the biggest things is we encountered certain restrictions. I know a lot of people talked about just having a specific cash account, and I 100% understand that, the specifics of having a cash account. But with this Robinhood $1,000 challenge, to grow it from $1,000 to $20,000, but since we wanted that instant feature to be available, we needed the $1,000 and we needed that $1,000 like instant, right, through Robinhood. Now, a lot of people were talking about how about just having a cash account and having $3,000 and then being able to day trade 3 times with $1,000 increments. I 100% understand that that's, in a sense, a possible solution. But the reason that we started with $1,000 is because the average person within this challenge has about $1,000. They don't have the extra 2,000s. So that's what the actual drawback was for that specific challenge. I made this challenge so you guys could see the importance of the power of compounding interest. How from $1,000 you can grow it to $20,000 within a period of 12 months. And that's with an average of 2.34% growth per day, 3 times a week. Only 3 times a week on average do you need to make 2.34%. A lot of people were doing amazing. A lot of people were way above their quota. I created this whole Excel sheet to accommodate this certain type of challenge. But we encountered one issue, and that was a lot of bugs were being brought to my attention when it comes to Robinhood. And after I made the transition of removing the $25,000 that I had in my Robinhood account, and I went to that $1,000, in a sense, limit, I was restricted right away. And I continued to encounter issues. And there were issues that Robinhood couldn't explain why they were going on. So what it came down to was, it wasn't a positive experience for myself, but what I came down to the conclusion after speaking to so many of you guys, and this is why I asked for your guys' opinion. And I asked for your guys' opinion not to criticize me or to criticize, what I choose to do, because I'm making this whole challenge in a sense to accommodate the overall, my subscribers as well as the people that follow me within TechBud Solutions, to make it the best for you guys. And what I came down to the conclusion was, it doesn't matter what brokerage company we use as a team. Obviously, I'm gonna still, like I said, follow up with a certain amount of brokerage companies, and see if I can, in a sense, leverage the 23,000 members that I have that follow me within TechBud Solutions, and see if I can leverage that to make a transition from the main account that we have, which is Robinhood, since a majority of us have that, and see if we can actually make that transition over to Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, SureTrader. There's multiple different brokerage companies that have been brought to my attention, and I'm simply reaching out to their press department and seeing if I can, in a sense, set up an affiliate program, if I can set up a channel or a gateway that can allow the transition from Robinhood to be a little bit more accessible, and see if they can accommodate or offer any special promotion for our traders. Again, I'm doing this for you guys just to make this whole experience that much greater. But what it comes down to, the principle, if I just wanted to be straightforward, is it doesn't matter what brokerage company you have. Just because I changed my brokerage company doesn't mean that you have to as well. If Robinhood is working for you, and if you truly enjoy what's going on, 100% stick to whatever is working for you. I've been receiving a lot of negative feedback, and that's why, as in a sense the group leader, I thought it was the right choice to make the transition away from Robinhood. But if Robinhood is working for you, please understand that you don't have to make the transition over to whatever brokerage company we are making it over to. In the long run, it really comes down to what's working for you and how you're going to be successful, and you don't need to, in a sense, follow everything that it is that we do. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that, because a lot of people were saying, well, Robinhood's working for me, don't change the $1,000 challenge. Again, guys, the $1,000 challenge is simply a challenge to grow $1,000 to $20,000. It doesn't matter if you're using Fidelity, it doesn't matter if you're using TD Ameritrade, it doesn't matter if you're using Robinhood. I want you guys, even if I'm not here tomorrow, to understand that this $1,000 challenge is here and it is present, and all I talked about was the power of compounding interest with the simple growth of 2.34% growth, 3 times a week, 4 times a month, 12 times a year. How that can go from $1,000 to $20,000. That's all I want you guys to focus on. I have the 1,000 growth plan Excel sheet that you guys can use to accommodate this growth, in a sense to stay up to date and up to quota. But overall, guys, I'm super excited based on the feedback that I've been receiving, just because you guys have been doing so well, and because now you guys see the importance of consistently locking in profits and cutting losses short, since that's been truly what we've been doing within the group. Overall, I mean, that's really just it. I'm going to continue working and reaching out and taking advantage of, I think, pretty much like 18 hours that I'm going to have while I catch my flight from LAX to Spain, to take advantage of reaching out to certain brands to see if I can set up a certain channel to make it easier for you guys when it makes to making this transition. I'll keep you guys up to date. Again, I'm still open to any suggestions or recommendations, but guys, I just wanted to let you guys know. A lot of people were like, well, what the heck is the $1,000 challenge, you know, over? No. Again, Robinhood was just the brokerage company and the platform that we were using to accommodate that challenge. The challenge starts with you guys and understanding the importance of the power of compounding interest. I can't stress that enough. So I want to thank you guys again all for the support. I know yesterday's video, when it was the road trip Q&A, I tried to get through as many questions as I could that you guys were asking. I spent about 35 minutes answering your guys' questions on my drive from Arizona to California. But overall, like, the quality just wasn't there. So if you guys want to watch it and see if I answered any questions that possibly you might have wanted to ask, then feel free to watch that video. Again, it's the most recent video that I uploaded before this one. And then I should be making a recap video, since I traded like JDST, RIG, FTR, and SPI. But that is really just it. I did want to give a shout out to one of our members within TechBud Solutions. So let me go ahead and see if I can actually pop him out. His name is Nathan Amanuel. So he's just a member that's been doing very good within our community. He just officially, in a sense, gained citizenship after 20 years being in the United States. So I want to congratulate you on all your success. You know, not only are you seeing growth, you know, financially, and you know, with how to get into like investing and stuff like that, but it seems like you're really starting to get the ball rolling with your life, and I really do appreciate that, and I want to continue motivating you. So I just wanted to shout you out if that means anything to you, bud. So I really do appreciate you sharing that, you know, very important, I think, achievement in your life. But overall, I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions, again, you guys can comment down below, but the best way to reach out to me is within the TechBud Solutions group chat. And I'm open to any recommendations. Like I said, if you guys know any specific brokerage company and have like their press email or anything like that, send that over to me. Again, direct message me within the TechBud Solutions group chat. And that is going to be it. I'm super excited and super nervous. I have so much work that I have to do getting ready for Spain. But it's going to be, I think, a trip like hopefully never before. I've never really traveled outside the country besides like Mexico and Canada since I live in the United States. So it's going to be amazing bringing you guys along. I'm not into all these like daily vlogs and stuff like that, but I've had a couple people ask if I can vlog over there. So I'll see what I can do. I'm super like tall and awkward, and I don't feel too comfortable always like holding a camera, especially when I'm like super long. Yeah, it's weird. But thank you guys again for all the love and support. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, guys.